The first opinion is that there's a lot of amazing English songs by K-pop groups and artists, but the thing is, even though the songs are good, I don't think that they're the best. For me, I prefer the English music that comes from outside K-pop, especially K-indie. I'm sub to Pronouns, a Korean indie distributor on YouTube, and they post English K-indie songs from time to time, and I'm not showing biasness, just because K-indie is my fave genre, but like K-indie English music is much more amazing than K-pop English songs. There are even few English songs in K-hip-hop, K-R&B and K-rock that are amazing as well, and I listen to a lot. I'm just saying that K-pop English releases don't hit me hard like other Korean genre English music does. Before I move on to the next opinion, here are some English music recommendations from other Korean genres: Sun Kim's Lucid Dream, Sam Kim's Love Me Like That, Sam Kim, Jukye and Kwon Jin Ah's collab song, Nell's Glow in the Dark, Viral Affairs Align Sion Actor and Depths Island, and more. The next opinion is that there's no such thing as cheap or expensive MVs. For groups who cannot afford to make high-quality MVs but try their best to make a decent MV, stop calling their MVs cheap. Because if you look at bigger company MVs from groups who have a large budget, and take away the edits and props and just leave the members doing the same dance and things with a small amount of props, it'll be the same as groups who make simple MVs because they cannot afford high-budget MVs. It's true. Most bigger budgeted groups use a lot of props to make their backgrounds or other things in the MV look good, and some even use some high-quality editing to make the MV amazing. But take away everything, and only leave a few small props, or a good amount for a decent MV, and your MV looks like the budget of a smaller company who tries their best to make a good MV. The next opinion is that K-pop stans don't seem to dislike a lot of MVs that are made by bigger groups, despite it being mostly dance performance. People will call the editing, or the props or the effects amazing or cool or pretty, but won't call out the MV, because it's mostly dance performance. Like, I don't understand how people can like an MV that is mostly dance performance, and is boring. Whether big or small companies, I don't like dance performance mostly MVs. I will only accept dance performance mostly MVs, if the dance scenes are shot in different locations, and not in front of that same backdrop or location. People need to realize that dance performance type music videos don't deserve views. They're boring and bland, and are only watchable and pretty or cool looking, is because they have effects, edits and expensive props. Remove all the effects and edits, and keep the props. You'll see how the MV looks like the dance performance videos that get released before the dance practice and after the MV. You'll also see the MV's boringness. Next Level, Fearless, Thunderous etc. are all boring MVs because they're mostly dance performance. Please don't give views to MVs that are lazily made, and are not put much effort into. Companies who can afford to make a good MV, but choose not to, don't deserve views for their dance performance type MVs unless there's something different or special or unique about it. They're basically just doing the dance, which you can see in live group fancams, dance performance videos later uploaded, dance practices or even on Studio Choom. Yet people call MVs good, even when they're not. The next opinion is that K-tubers, anytime a scandal or something happens in K-pop, they feel the need to talk about it and share their thoughts directly after the scandal happens, without waiting for more or enough information to give opinions on it. I noticed this. Like, people could use that one just released information, and judge the idol exposed instantly, calling them a bad person, or judge the person who exposed the idol, calling them a liar, and defend the idol to the end. People need to wait for enough information, instead of making full judgments on the scandal, when it's just fresh. Making a video to share your fresh thoughts on a scandal that just happened hours ago or a day or two ago, and all the information that is released is just one bit of information is wrong. Because you could have a fresh opinion using that small bit of information, and then you share your thoughts and opinions, and you could definitely say something wrong or bad, which then with later information revealed, you make a follow-up video, and then take back what you said. It's best to just make one video, if you want to share your thoughts on the situation, when enough or all the information is released. Also do it in a proper manner, where you're not just ranting or saying shit. Properly explain your thoughts in a mannerful way, and say your thoughts in a well-worded way, and do not go off. That's all. The next opinion is that people want diversity in K-pop. People want groups to do cute concepts again. People say they're tired of girl crush. But the truth is, when diversity happens, nobody gives a fuck. The reason being that most people are still continuing to pay attention to girl crush. They say they hate it, but they actually don't and secretly love it. The main reason why people think cute concepts are dying is because they're too lazy to research on smaller groups, and only know bigger groups and actually check out groups that aren't well known, and also because people have pushed cute concepts away, because they continue to only notice girl crush. People say noise music ruins K-pop, but the thing is, the same people who say noise music ruins K-pop are the same people who continue to notice it. People say they want diversity, say they want cute concepts or a concept back, say that girl crush is boring and noise ruins K-pop, but they still continue to do the same thing. There's not much diversity amongst popular K-pop in the current era, because people only keep noticing teen crush, girl crush and noise, and if it wasn't for the retro era that happened, we wouldn't have had some hint of diversity again amongst bigger well-known K-pop. The last we saw of diversity was in the third generation, when EDM, sexy, SNSD diversity, and some more were popular. This current generation wants diversity, but they don't want to pay attention to it. They only speak, and don't act upon their words. To end this, the main reason why I don't like a lot of fourth generation popular, well-known boy groups and songs, is because y'all continue to notice noise, and don't gives chances to anything other than noise, and that's why I listen to smaller or lesser known fourth generation BGS, because they're not noisy or boring, but I do still love noise K-pop songs though. The last opinion is that, not knowing about smaller or groups with a lower budget that don't get noticed, becomes part of a problem in K-pop. People will say something and it'll be agreed upon by other K-pop stans. And then misinformation spreads, due to lack of research, with people not knowing that whatever they say and spread around, could be there amongst smaller groups, and y'all just look at the bigger side and assume things without checking first. Like people keep saying how they want cute concepts back or they say it's dying, but fail to notice the groups who actually have released and continue to release cute concept songs, girl groups that is. I know people don't have to be forced to stan smaller groups, or know about every K-pop group, but there are times when knowing every or at least a lot of groups is necessary. Knowing smaller groups or lower budget groups, or groups with views lower than 1 million, 500,000, 100,000 or even 50,000 and 10,000 etc., helps a lot, and stops the spreading of misinformation, and shows people that things that they wanted to know about, which they thought wasn't there in K-pop due to most K-pop stans only knowing the well-known side.